Hello, I'm Paul Kaplan, and I was the lead chord checker on this wonderful new songbook called Rise Again, which is the sequel to the equally wonderful Rise Up Singing. I'm here to help you play all the chords in this book on your guitar, including and especially the bar chords. If you look on the inside back cover, which I helped Peter Blood create, you'll see all the chords that are used in the book. It starts along this side with B and goes across B7s and some chords related to B, and then it goes down by the interval of a fourth. B, C, D, E, get it closer, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, D, E, F, G, G, A, B, C, C, D, E, F, and F, G, A, B flat. Now this is level 2 and includes all the little empty circles you see on that page, which means we'll be using a lot of bar chords. If this is too hard for you, go to level 1, and that's all explained on Rise Again Chords level 1. That's a different video. Now, the deal with bar chords is that you take a chord that you would normally play, like A, and you put a bar behind it with your first finger and move it around. And you can create many chords going up the neck. You also can take the chord E and move that around. Likewise, you take A minor and move that up the neck, or E minor. And in this book, there's a couple situations where you'll have this C formation moved around. And that's how bar chords work. So we're just going to go across all the 8 rows of chords on that chord chart page and give you the more difficult, more full sounding version of those chords. So it starts with B, which is right here in the 2nd fret, B7th, where you cannot hit the 6th string unless you cover it. You can cover it, or if you're good, you can make a little bar with this finger. That's mostly for strumming. F sharp would be on the 2nd fret, like that. F sharp 7th, take off the pinky, or you can put the pinky over on the 2nd string, 5th fret, for your F sharp 7th chord. A augmented, and you can hit 5 strings, use the 5th string A bass. D augmented, you hit 4 strings, the thumb goes on the 4th string. All those X's mean don't hit that string or it will really sound bad. G augmented is like a G, but the first finger is on the 4th string, 1st fret. C augmented is a challenge. Then E, which I'm sure you know. Something that you probably also know, but is worth mentioning. If you notice, my first finger is right up against the fret, and that's the best way to lock the string in place. If you're here, it's going to buzz unless you really press hard, but why press hard when you can just move it up to the 1st fret? Now, on many chords, like right here, you can't get all the way to the fret with every finger, but you do the best you can, and that makes it sound a lot better than the buzzy that you get from that. The E7th in the book is this. I much prefer adding the pinky to the 2nd string, 3rd fret. E major 7th. E suspended either like this, which is the way I do it, or like this. D6, pretty simple, open 2nd string. C sharp minor in the book is this. That's kind of a wimpy sound. You go to a a bar on the 4th fret and make your A minor formation. And then if you're strumming, you'll probably want to cover the 6th string. Well, you don't have to. A C sharp 7th is tricky because if you play as it shows in the book, there's an X on string number 1. You'd have to block that if you're going to play all the strings. So your first string sounds like. Another way to do that is to bar up on the 4th fret. That gives you C sharp, and this is C sharp 7th. Then you get your first diminished chord, E diminished. And the thing about diminished chords is that you can move them up 3 frets, and you get the same chord. And if you want an explanation of that, you'll have to email me. Kind of tricky, but really interesting. A, many ways to play it. That's what probably the majority of people do. You can do the opposite like James Taylor. The problem with this A is the first finger, which you really have to press hard. And if you've got big fingers, it's just not going to work. And you're going to get... so people bar 2 strings there and add this one. They do this way, or bar 3 strings. I don't do any of those. I play A like this, which is an A 7th, squishing the first finger in between, so it comes right up against those other fingers, and that allows me to go to D and E very smoothly. A 7th, or A major 7th. Another nice way to play that is up there. A suspended, which often goes to A, so I just add my pinky to my A. G6, only the 5th and 6th strings covered. F sharp minor. A 9th, any finger you choose. Another way you can play that is up the neck, 6th, 7th, and 8th frets. And then A diminished, which likewise can go up 3 frets at a time. And you can't hit the 5th string bass for that. Then moving to the next line, D. One thing about D is you can't hit the 6th string. If you do, it sounds pretty bad. A lot of people solve that problem by, if they're strumming, bringing a thumb over here, or you can refinger and do it like this. And all of these issues are the same. D 7th, if you want to strum, but it's normally played like this, or like this. D major 7th, D major 7th, same with a bar. D suspended, going to D normally. D add 9, open up that first string. B minor, and if you want to alternate, you can either do it like this, or just keep that bar down over 6 strings, especially if you're strumming. D 9th, which basically is usually called D 9th with an F sharp bass. It does have this F sharp, not the D in the bass. It's often used in descending bass, that kind of thing. D diminished. This is the simplest of the diminished chords. G, also played like this. I prefer this because then I can go to G7th or G major 7th. I should say my favorite G major 7th is played like this. Third finger over here on the second string, 3rd fret. First finger on the 2nd fret, 1st string, and blocking the 5th string with 2nd finger. G suspended, G add 9. You can also play that like this. E minor, or E minor. E minor 7th, choose your finger. E minor 6th. Again, you could refinger like this. And then moving along the C chord, or if you're strumming, C7th, C major 7th, or there's that little empty circle. C suspended. You're barring the first 2 strings with your first finger, or you can do it like this and make sure you don't hit the first string. That kind of thing. C add 9. And that's often played with the pinky on the first string. Especially when you're going from G. This is a nice way to play G. Different voicing. Moving along to A minor 7th, which I prefer to play. It's a pinky over here. A minor 6th. Then your F. F7th, or you can put the pinky over on the 2nd string, 4th fret, F major 7th. Again, you can bring your thumb around. It's hard and it hurts, or you can fill it out all 6 strings with the first string open. F suspended would be this, barring 2 strings with the first finger. F add 9. With the pinky on the first string, again your thumb could come around. D minor, or with the pinky. Again, you don't want to hit the 6th string unless you can manage this. D minor 7th. A lot of people will prefer this. D minor 6th, then B flat, again, or now E flat is this kind of a special case. This is what it says in the book. I play it either like this with a C bar, C formation, or you can take your C chord, add the pinky on the first string, and move up 3 frets. Not the best voicing, but certainly the easiest way to do that. A flat minor, D flat, which is similar to the E flat problem. You can do a C bar, or you can do this. That's a C, and then there's your D flat, otherwise known as C sharp, which you could do for E flat too. And then G minor, C minor, and F minor. Then there are two secret chords embedded in the book. On page 18, on Mrs. Brown, You've Got a Lovely Daughter, there's B flat minor. And here's again, full way to play that, full bar. And then the A minor major seventh, which is played like that. And that does it for the chords in the book. So those are the chords in the new Rise Again songbook. Of course, they'll work for the songs in Rise Up Singing or any songs you might run into. If you have any questions of a simple nature, feel free to email me. I'll put the email address at the end. If you'd like guitar lessons or music theory lessons, or if there's just a song that is not working for you and you'd like some help with that, I am available for lessons through Skype. Feel free to contact me about that as well. Now, in the Rise Again songbook, I checked less than half of the chords, and I know there are quite a few songs that still have some incorrect chords in them. I like to think they're the ones I didn't check. There will be another edition coming out at some point, so I would really appreciate, and we would all appreciate, Peter Blood and Annie Patterson, who are the authors of the book, would really love if you would let us know, and you can do that through my email address, if you run into songs that have inaccurate chords. So I hope this was helpful for you, and all I can say is happy playing, happy singing. I'll see you somewhere down the road.